What's up, fellow Sambarians? As you can see, I am here with, look at that, baby got back. I'm here with Goober Chan and here we go, K Chan, my little white KS4 carbureted sandbar. So if you haven't seen this van shooting flames out the exhaust, you should check out the OK Garage Instagram. It's a reel. It's pinned at the top of my Instagram. Shooting flames. It's almost at 1 million views, which is just crazy, but it's cool. You should check it out if you haven't seen a sandbar or a K-van shooting flames out the exhaust. So anyways, enough bragging about how cool Goober Chan is. I want to try to put this in a way that's not going to get people upset or mad at me, but I'm just going to say this. I am going to be doing something as if I've never heard anybody say anything otherwise about what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in it with an open mind, and it's going to be me testing it under my butt as far as this thing feels with power, by taking that header and putting it on a carbureted sandbar. Basically a butt dyno. I'm not putting it on a real dyno to give me real numbers, but if it feels good or doesn't lose any power, or if I don't gain any power, I don't care, as long as I'm not, super slow and just it's not functioning properly, because it could lose back pressure. So again, I'm going in this as something I've never heard or don't really fully understand. Back pressure and fuel and jet and all that stuff. We just want to do it because, hey, there's a header on a little Subaru sandbar motor. Let's put it on another one. So that's what I'm doing. So if you're interested, because that's the thing, there are way more carbureted sandbars out there than there are fuel injected or supercharged. Because the sandbars that are fuel injected and supercharged are really expensive. Way more. Accidentally hit the stop record. Way more expensive than a carbureted sandbar. So if you got a carbureted sandbar and you want to get a little hectic with a header and an exhaust, which I did do an exhaust on the carbureted sandbar, and I don't think I lost any power. It feels a little peppier because we probably opened it up a little bit. If it did lose power, I honestly don't notice it at all. She still is real peppy. So anyways, I'm going to take this header and muffler that we built at Special K's. This is not bought anywhere. This is something that we built in his garage. And I'm going to put, as far as the muffler, the header is not homemade. That you can buy that. That's an iPunks header. But we're gonna take it and put it on the carbureted sandbar and see how she does. So I'm not really gonna go in depth as far as how to do it, because I have other videos on how to remove the entire exhaust and heat shields and manifold and all that stuff. So you can go back through my videos and you will find those videos that will be very helpful if you would like to do something along these lines, because there are 100 heat shields and mounts, rubber mounts that hold the muffler and all that stuff. So it gets a little hectic down in the exhaust area, because they they put about 30 pounds of metal back there shielding and holding the exhaust. That's crazy. So that's another thing. You drop your muffler and do something like that, you lose a little bit of weight in the back, which I think any little bit of weight loss in these trucks is beneficial for sure. But anyways, I'm gonna take that header off and we're gonna put it on that truck and we're gonna see what happens, and kind of let you guys know what I discover from doing that. Well, there it is. Header, custom exhaust, all bolted up on the carbureted sandbar. So obviously that header was set up with an O2 sensor for fuel injected sandbar. Since I don't have a plug or anything to go into that hole, I'm just gonna keep the O2 sensor in there, and yeah, that's just gonna plug it up for now, so we don't have any massive exhaust leaks because I don't have the plug. So now I am going to start her up, see how she sounds, and take her out for a little cruise. So let's see what happens. Get this out. Make sure everything's good. Get the muffler all shined up. Brackets out of the way. That shouldn't go flying anywhere. All the bolts are on. Everything's plugged in. All right. Take it for a little test drive and see what happens, and I will report back with my findings very shortly. Okay, so just took the carbureted sandbar out with the header and the muffler out for a little cruise around my man, that is a sexy looking sandbar. So I just took it out for a little cruise around my area, and I'm going to have to say that I am very, very pleased with how it handled the header and the muffler, and you know, not having all that back pressure from the long exhaust and the catalytic converter and all that stuff. Again, being carbureted, which, you know, there's chatter about it not running properly. As far as power goes, in numbers, I don't know because I don't have a dyno. But as far as me sitting in there and taking it for a drive, it felt amazing. I don't feel like I lost any power. I got out on the kind of the main road, got her up to, you know, 80, 90 kilometers an hour. No problem. She just kept going up, climbing through the gears, and did amazing. So what I'm going to say, I'm bummed. I'm gonna have to put it back on the van, obviously, which is a bummer, but that's okay. That's just I'm gonna have to purchase another header for sure, so I have one on the van and the carbureted sandbar. Again, I can't iterate that enough. This thing is carbureted, and there's just a lot of talk about carbureted sandbars not being any good with headers or custom exhausts. But again, I'm not here to prove or say anybody's wrong. I'm just telling you, I had a extremely life-changing experience with that thing on the carbureted sandbar. So hopefully this video is informational for some of you guys out there who are debating on whether purchasing a header for your carbureted sandbar. I'm happy with it. Obviously, don't come after me if you put it on a dyno and it does worse than it did before. I'm just saying it felt good, and she sounded killer, and just ran great. No problems at all. And I am not by any means promoting anybody's header. I'm not promoting anybody's iPonks or anybody's. We have it, testing it. It's actually not even mine. It's Brian's header that he bought, and we just kind of took it in our own hands to test it out. But obviously I'm gonna have to get this thing off him, because I've kind of it does not look like the day it did when it went on, because they do obviously heat up and change colors and not look very pretty anymore. But at the end of the day, it is still a header. And this truck, I gotta try to get a thumbnail, but this thing did really good. So again, if you guys aren't subscribed or are subscribed, I'm not here to ask and promote. I'm just saying thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Stuff has just been going crazy, and it feels good to see that, because then I feel like, you know, what I'm doing is actually worth it, and you guys enjoy it, and hopefully some of the stuff is informational and kind of helps you kind of push you to do what you want to do to modify your sandbar, because these are foreign cars and we're not entirely sure what we can or should do with them. But I mean, and I'm not the only one. There's a lot of guys that have done some way cooler stuff than I have done. I'm pretty basic when it comes to doing mods, but you know, I'm trying to just really push for going custom and being different with your sandbar. And if you're along for the OK Garage ride, I'm super stoked to have you guys here. And I mean, I'm just full of energy right now, because this is just a game changer for sure. So awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. See you on the next one.